Hey tubes, we're going to restring this Homelite weed eater we got here. It's an old one, probably from the 90s maybe. Matter of fact, we got 3 of them here. We'll restring them all. This one on the left is probably the newest of them all. And these 2 here are probably from the late 80s. I found some stuff that's pretty interesting on it. These 2 older ones say made in the USA. Alright, we know there's the carburetor on there is probably from Japan or Singapore or something. Matter of fact, well, I can't see where it says, but they're both Zamas. There's another one made in the USA. And then somebody must have got on their shit and they changed it from made in the USA to crafted in the USA. They didn't really change much on these. Let me show you something else on these. Look at the backs on the older ones here. They're like I say, they're all the same. They just started making them cheaper though. Back then, there's a metal guard for the head and the exhaust. Same with this one, metal. And then you get to this newer one, it's all plastic. Look at that. There's something else I want to show you. I redid the gas lines on this one, and when I did, I messed them up. I had them turned around. This here is your gas line that goes into the fuel tank, and this here is just your overflow. But that didn't have any lines on it at the time. I had nothing to go by, you know, so I didn't check it. But I had these other machines, and I checked this one. See, in the bottom one, this here is the overflow. The one on the left, that just goes here and it squirts into the ground. So this, the one on the top, they have the overflow, and the one on the bottom they have going in the tank. And on this one it's just the opposite. So that's how I messed that up. But anyway, I found that interesting. Alright, let's get to restringing these. They're pretty easy. I guess I'll take the newer one here because it's the cleanest. Alright, let me set you up in the overhead here. Alrighty, first thing you do on this is this little knob right here. That'll unscrew. You just unscrew that. It'll come right off. There we go. Almost didn't come off. And then this just pulls right out. You may have a little trouble getting it out because of the string is holding it in. But you either pull that out or pull the whole thing off, which is just as easy. But you're still going to have to pull this out. And then all you got to do, trying to stay in camera view here. Here we go, back here. What you got to do is just get the old stuff off here. Alright, that's nothing to that. Alright. Then what we're going to do, we set this aside here so it's not distracting you. Now, I'm going to get this .080. Let me see, can you see that? There you go. 080 filament here. And serrated filament. Now these things here, I think they take 20 to 24 foot. I'm not sure, so we're going to go with 22 foot. Alright, let me cut that. Alright, I cut my line here to 22 foot. Something interesting with this, there's 2 ways you can wrap this newer one here. The older ones, you only have one option. I don't know if you can see, but you got holes all through here. What you want to do is you want to take 2 that are together in one chamber. But let me show you how. There's another way. I don't know if you can see, but there's actually a hole inside here. So you take one end and stick it in that hole, and then on the other side there's another hole. Alright, and what you always do, you always wrap these counterclockwise. And then what you can do is you just wrap it. You try to keep these lines so they don't twist. And then you just keep wrapping this all the way around until it's on the thing. And then when you get to the end, you just cut in the middle of the line there. But that's not how I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you the other way. I just thought that was pretty interesting. There's two different ways you can do it. What we're going to do is we're going to send it through two of these holes. Can you see that? There's a hole here. Oh, I think the phone's ringing. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that, tubes. That was some telemarketer trying to sell me lawn service or something. I hate that. So like I said, I'm gonna redo this since you might not have seen that. You just take it and you take one of these little chambers here with the holes and you stick one end in there, and then you get the other end of the line and stick it through the other hole and grab both ends, because you're going to pull them all the way through. Sorry about that. Try not to, look at that, we got a wire stuck here. Okay. Try to keep them untangled there. It's tough, but you twist it and you pull it. If you see it, it gets real nice here. Now you take these two and you do the same thing as we did before. You want to wrap it counterclockwise and try to keep them so that you're not twisting. Okay, I'm going to wrap these up. Like I say, keep going counterclockwise. And if you want, you can, instead of wrapping it this way towards yourself, if you turn it around, you can just keep going this way, because that's more comfortable if you're right-handed like me. Alright, let me finish wrapping this up. It only takes a minute or so, but... Alright, got it all wrapped up now. Now what you do is you take one string, and these little, let me see if I can turn this way, okay? You got these little studs sticking out. Some of them have slits in them and some don't. You want to take one with a slit and just pull that in. It shouldn't be that tough. There you go. Stick that in there. And then you take the opposite one. There you go. See, that's how easy it's supposed to go in. I don't know why I was wrestling that. Unless it was a different string size, but it's not. Okay, so that's what you got. You got the little ear sticking out like that. Then you get your base. And now what you do is you take one end of the line and put it through the side hole. Take the other end of the line and put it through that side hole. And then pull the string, pull the line through. And as you're pushing down, you just pull these out. And then you're in there. See? Where you at? Over here? Sorry about that. This goddamn camera confuses me sometimes. There you go. Alright. Now you got that like that. It's ready to go back on. Let's pull our machine back into view here. There we go. Alright. And then you just put it back on. There you go. And hold it in place. Where you at? Okay. And then you just get this little knob and thread it onto the thing there. Sometimes you might have to stick your finger in there to, oh, we lost the bolt. That's why I said you got to stick your finger in there. There we go. Just till the bolt catches. And then once it catches, just twist it on. There you go. You're all ready. And then you just got to cut your strings. Cut your strings to the length here so when it starts up, you don't have too much trouble with it starting. Then you turn it, you cut the other one. There we go. And that's all there is to it. You're all ready to go. Alrighty. These were pretty popular back in the day because they were so cheap. So I'm sure there's probably still quite a few of them around. What is it? It's the Homelite ST155, which means 15-inch string. And then the other one there is a ST175. That just means it's a 17-inch string or something. Alrighty. Enough of this.